I'm all turned around. uh, this is going to be a good race. This is going to be a good race. So, every time I watch Street Outlaws, I'm watching Fastest in Americas right now. And the amount of money that these guys are winning is way more than the NHRA top fuel guys win. Say, when they go to Brainerd or whatever, if they go to a major track. Oh shit! Good job, good job. Still white smoked all the way down. Uh, they have to do something with the NHRA. It's so boring. Um, I see them losing. I see them losing so much. Not credibility, just excitement. They're missing. It's. I mean, have you ever watched a real space shuttle launch? If you have, then you'll understand what I'm talking about. Is watching a real space shuttle leave is amazing. It really is. I've also been present when an SR-71 took off. Went right by me, very close. That's also very impressive. But after you've seen it a few times, it's no longer impressive. I used to watch the Thunderbirds every single time that I had an opportunity growing up, going to air shows. But being at Nellis and watching them practice every day, I'm literally sitting at the end of the runway with my sandwich, eating lunch, watching these guys come over my car, literally 60 feet away. So when you get to do that constantly, it just loses. There's something missing. And that's kind of how the NHRA is right now for me. There's nothing they can come up with that would make me spend money to buy a ticket. Nothing. I'll stay home. I'll watch highlights. There's no way I'm sitting through 95 commercials, okay, to watch 2.5 hours of drag racing. That's 90 minutes of commercials. That's just not going to happen. It's never going to fucking happen, okay? They tried the live show to make it so that people would understand that you're watching commercials for a reason. Didn't go over big. Still not working. And they don't have any draw. There's no more draw. It's not like I grew up, right, with Prudhomme and McEwen. And, I watched John Force race his first NHRA event. That's how long I've been a drag racing fan. Yeah, I am that old. I don't see the NHRA improving. Let me put it that way. I don't see them gaining any share with all of the drag racing becoming very popular. Okay, really, it really has taken off. Kind of, people want to, they want to watch. They would rather go watch a street race between people they know than watch 20 top fuel cars go down the track. That's sad. If you know who's going to win, and also let me tell you something else about drag racing. When Sears Point was Sears Point Raceway, you could stand 35 to 40 feet away from the cars. They had the fence cut in where you're right there when the cars took off. That fence was lined with people, okay? Now you're literally 3 times further back than that. And when they did that, I'll be honest, when they did that, I really didn't want to go back. And I think I went back one time so that Katie could experience at least one top fuel race, because I was drag racing every weekend. It was just normal that we go and, watch a race down in Sonoma. Plus, we had a nice ranch to stay at, really like nice place up in the vineyards, up on a hill. We could hear the cars practicing. I don't know. There's just nothing there. You see, I keep talking about an X class where you don't know what the person's going to bring. Let force, let Schumacher, let all these guys bring a car to this drag strip that can pass safety, and then anything goes. Two motor. Let's say that you can't have more than 4 motors. But electric and top fuel, oh yeah. I mean, whatever you can come up with, and call it the X class, I would go see it. I would pay to go see it. Okay? Because you'd have all these teams coming with a car that was capable on any given day of beating any other car there, depending on what they'd come up with from race to race. Exactly what you see with street racing, with Street Outlaws, America's Fastest, whatever it is, no prep, okay? It's people you're involved with because you see them as real people. They don't have, they don't have giant sponsors. And it's not, when a top fuel guy is getting paid less for 10 races than one baseball player in the major leagues, that's pretty fucking sad. Right? You got baseball players making more money per game than fucking top fuel teams. It's sad. There's no money in it. When I took second place at a national event with, must have been 80 bikes there, I got $50. That was at the Strip in Vegas. There's no money in it. It's all the stickers and the contingency fees. Okay? Well, that's what ruined drag racing. The cars are basically like NASCARs. They got their giant sponsor splashed on there. And then when you get to the end of the track and we're talking, it's basically breathless interviews saying the name of the sponsor over and over and over as many times as they can because it's in their contract. Not appealing. We need to, something needs to be done. When Formula One got purchased from Bernie and got that fucker out of there, all of a sudden Formula One's popular again. This is exactly what's going on at the NHRA, okay? There's the entrenched fucking management of the sport is in the wrong hands right now. Okay? As soon as I saw Top Fuel Harley with the name Harley in Top Fuel Motorcycle is what it should have been. No, it was Top Fuel Harley. That was it for me. It really was. I basically said, fuck it. And I just watch highlights on YouTube. I don't watch anymore. You're talking about someone who never missed a race for 25 years. And now I could give a shit. That's not good. But now a lot more people are perking up to my sport now, which is Formula One. Plus, I don't build the drag bikes anymore. I'm not building custom bikes anymore. So that kind of, I can understand me not having as much interest. But I mean, shit, I don't have to do anything but turn on the friggin' TV. And when I would rather watch some old rerun somewhere instead of NHRA racing, there's something wrong with the sport. Okay. And don't get me wrong, if I had a bike or a car, I'd be running it Saturday nights, every Saturday, trust me. But there's just nothing, there's nothing to pull me there any longer. So maybe, I don't know who you could write to or, send a letter to saying, hey, we need a new class of racer coming to the track every weekend to have a draw. Okay. They didn't get rid of Pro Stock soon enough. Pro Stock should have had their own complete total series. So that people going there to watch Pro Stock, okay, would be the kind of people that are interested in watching races that always end under a tenth of a second between the two cars. But if you want some excitement, watching two cars go one after another, not fun. Unless you're completely indentured to one of the teams, you know what I mean, as some kind of super fan. But as a sport, watching racing cars race, no, very fucking boring. Now, had I seen a Kawasaki inline or a Hayabusa or inline or a V4 cylinder burning nitro racing against Harleys, I would have watched that. But I'm not going to watch Harleys race Buells and Buells race Harleys over and over and over again. Not going to fucking happen. So anyway, I don't know. It's kind of sad. It really is. I'm really enjoying watching this because there's more money here to these people. Relatively speaking, the amount of money they're talking about is pretty decent money for these guys because they have to pay for their own shit. They don't have great big giant sponsors splashed all over their cars. A lot of them are just plain old paint jobs. So anyway, what do you think?